Good morning and welcome to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. I'm your pharmacist, Paul White. We're very glad you joined us. It's hard to believe, but we're celebrating our 10th anniversary of Health Matters radio program. We are planning some special shows to celebrate the milestones, so we hope you'll stay tuned. Let's begin today by thanking our sponsors, Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, Studio Arts and Glass, and of course our socially distant technical producer, J.D. DeAngelis. Joining me is Brad White, a compounding pharmacist, and our special guest today, Jennifer Anderson, Executive Director of the Louisville YMCA, and Mike Paulson, Director of Specialized Exercise and Personal Training at the Louisville YMCA. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. We're so glad to be here.
Yeah.
The Y, or YMCA, that iconic letter or letters may bring strains of the village people singing YMCA to mind, accompanied by special memories of friendships, summer camps, swimming lessons, or Zumba. Your local YMCA is about all those things and so much more. The YMCA has three key areas of focus. They are youth development, social responsibility, and healthy living. Today, we're going to focus on the healthy living and the YMCA's emphasis on the community integrated health. Community integrated health is an effort to strengthen the link between traditional healthcare and community-based prevention strategies in order to help individuals prevent, delay, or live better with chronic conditions. This morning, we're going to talk with Jennifer and Mike at the Louisville YMCA with the focus on their efforts to increase the opportunities for healthy living in our community. We'd like to remind our listeners that today's program is also available on our podcast. Look for Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy in your favorite podcast app, and please subscribe.
So Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How about telling our listeners a little bit about yourself and your responsibilities at the Y?
I'm Jennifer Anderson. I have been the executive director here in Louisville since 2015. I've been with the Y for 14 years. My current role is district executive director, and I lead the Louisville Y, the Myers Lake Y in Canton, and the Eric Snow Y in Canton as well.
Right.
I do all operations for the Louisville branch specifically. Part of Louisville, I serve on the Rotary Board, and I'm very active here in the community. I love this town.
Neat. How about you, Mike? Welcome to our show.
Hi there.
Tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Mike Paulson. I'm the Director of Specialized Exercise for the YMCA of Central Stark County, and I assist Louisville and the other branches in Stark County with all their personal training and specialized programming, such as our small group training programs.
So Jen,
Yeah.
Okay. So Jen, give us a quick overview of the overall mission of the Y.
So the overall mission of the Y, our mission statement is to never turn anyone away due to inability to pay. And we make sure that we are part of our community in basically any way that we can. We serve those that are 6 weeks old all the way to over 100 years old. And there's specialized programs at any time through the day. The one thing I love about our Y is you come in the morning, and it's a different set of crowds than after school and in the evening. So it is truly a community-based programming site.
Was there not a relationship at one time with the YWCA, or is that not true?
No, the YWCA mission is a little bit more on homelessness prevention and early childhood education, which we cross over on a little bit, but no, they were two separate organizations.
Okay. I always think of the YMCA as an American institution that's been around for a long, long time. And I was surprised to learn that the YMCA was founded in London, England, and the international headquarters are in Geneva, Switzerland. What about some history? Can you share some history, the background of the Louisville YMCA?
Yeah. So the American headquarters are in Chicago currently. The Y in America started in Boston in 1846, and it started here in Stark County about 160 years ago. Started in Canton. The Louisville branch was incorporated in the 60s in a laundromat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually
that's interesting.
Yeah. The building fundraising efforts started in the early 70s, led by Gene Candle. And the building had a lead gift offered by by Mabel Bishop in honor of H.P. Bishop, So that's how the Y started here, and it's been strong ever since.
The facility in Louisville, as it stands today, when was that built?
The first phase was in 1976. The second phase, which added the pool and some locker rooms, was in 1984. The third phase was in 1990, which added the large gym in the back. And the last phase was in 2007, which added the large wellness center and the group exercise studio.
Is the pool open year round?
It is,
Okay.
except for a week when we drain
Okay.
it, clean it.
Okay. Go ahead, Brad.
Excellent. So in your mission statement, you state that no one will be turned away due to the inability to pay. Can you tell us how that works and how you make that possible?
So it works in two ways. So if somebody comes in and they've already qualified for WIC or HEAP or Medicare, Medicaid, we do an on-the-spot 60% assistance. So we help them and by paying 60% of their membership or at any programming they want. If they have greater need beyond that, we can do a full review of income and offer things on a sliding scale. The wonderful thing is it's nothing is free. There is a cost, but we make sure that we make it affordable to each person who needs our help. And to make that possible, quite frankly, there's a lot of fundraising that goes involved. Our community supports our Y. So we have this past year, we raised $45,000 towards our annual campaign. Even in COVID, our Y was able to raise about $75,000 last year that supports our campaign and make sure that our community, anyone has access to our Y.
Wow. Interesting.
That's impressive, especially during the pandemic and everything that's been.
You weren't open during the pandemic, were you, or were you?
We were closed for 11 weeks.
Okay.
So can you tell us about the Louisville YMCA facilities?
So I kind of mentioned that there were 4 phases. Right now, the building is 52,000 square feet. So we are able to have a child space. So families that want to work out there, we have care for their kids in a younger space and then a youth room. Mike will talk a little bit more about our wellness center, but our wellness center is, we have, I don't know, thousands of pieces of equipment, it feels like. We have a large gym. We have a full gymnastics studio, and then a pool, sauna, and whirlpool as well.
Nice. So how about some of the programs available in Louisville for the youth and the children?
So for the youth and the children, our biggest one in the summer is we offer summer day camp, which families take care of their children while they work. We also offer daycare during the school before and after care so that we can support families that need care for their kids. We offer a full range of sports: t-ball, flag football, volleyball, basketball, gymnastics, a competitive swim team. We offer drowning prevention classes, lots of preschool programming. Our biggest thing is, like I mentioned, we have a youth space that opened this year. So we have a space for the kids after school here with the proximity to the middle school and high school. We have a lot of kids that come over. So it's a wide range of programming.
So I understand you accept several Medicare Part B supplement plans that will pay for Y membership. I was interested to learn this. Can you tell our listeners more about that and how it works?
So those that have a Medicare Part B supplement, there's 3 programs we accept. The largest one is Silver Sneakers. So that covers a wide array of different healthcare plans. And we also accept Silver and Fit, which is mainly an Altman Primetime Medicare Part B, and then Renew Active, which covers mostly United Healthcare. But the great thing about those, Ed, is a full Y membership. So they have access to all of our programming, all of our building, everything. And it's paid through their Medicare Part B supplement.
That's neat.
Amazing. So I know that senior citizens are a large part of the population at the Y. And how are you helping to meet their wellness needs?
I'll start here and then I'll throw this one to Mike. But we, on a surface level, we offer Silver Sneaker classes, which are an adaptive exercise class. We offer those here at the Louisville branch. We also offer those over at the Fold Center. And at the Fold Center, that's a community-based programming class. We have a lot of social programs, so card club, crochet, really big water exercise program, particularly in the mornings. It's a ray. I know Mike can speak more about it.
So are all those programs daytime, or are you open in the evening, or?
It's a mixture, mostly in the daytime, but we do offer a couple of evening water exercise and silver sneaker classes.
Okay. Good, Mike.
Yeah. So the Silver Sneakers class, what I love about that program is I don't want to say it's like just a canned program from Tivity, but they do a great job putting a curriculum together that if you take a Silver Sneakers class at any YMCA, you should expect it to have that same standard of being appropriate for that fitness ability being low impact, low intensity. But it's, we want the seniors in there, but I should mention too, to the listeners, if you're new to exercise, you don't have to be a senior to join the Silver Sneakers class. They are a wonderful way if you're coming off an injury or trying to get back into physical activity. It's nice to see multiple generations in there. But we offer Silver Sneakers twice a week at the Louisville YMCA at the moment on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's at 11 a.m. And like Jen said, the water aerobics programs too are wonderful, especially for the seniors who are experiencing any joint pain or just feels better in the water for them. The American College of Sports Medicine recommends that individuals over the age of 60 get at least an hour of physical activity a day. I know that seems daunting, but they come up with that figure because this is people near retirement age, it is assumed that they may be a little more sedentary. So it's important to get more physical activity, and the YMCA puts programs in place. So we help you with the motivation and the social aspects, so you don't have to put that all on yourself.
Is there a walking track inside? I can't remember.
There is a walking track in our gym. It's 12 times around for a mile. It's a soft surface walking track.
Okay.
It's open all the time when the Y is open.
So that's in the front part. I can't remember. It's been a couple months since I've been in there.
If you walk down to the end of the hallway, at the end of the entrance is to the right. So in the summer, it's not air conditioned. So I would recommend.
Oh no!
Early, a little bit earlier in the morning in the summer.
Today is supposed to be extremely humid.
Yeah.
So I heard. Okay. It's time for our first break. You're listening to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy.
You're listening to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy and your hosts, pharmacists Paul White and Brad White. Remember, you can get more information right now by visiting medshoprx.com. That's medshop.rx.com. We'll be back with more of Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy in just a moment.
Are you ready for a change? Transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Hi, this is Paul White from the Medicine Center Pharmacies. Are you looking for the personal touch from your pharmacist and pharmacy staff? Do you need home delivery or custom packaging to simplify a complex medication schedule? Look no further than the Medicine Center Pharmacies in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia. Bring in your prescription bottles, and we can transfer your prescriptions to the Medicine Center today, where wellness begins.
Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital wants you to know we are here for you literally and virtually. For our patient safety, Mercy is providing virtual doctor appointments from the comfort of your home. This service is available for Stat Care Urgent Care 7 days a week and Mercy Primary Care Monday through Friday. See our website at cantonmercy.org/telehealth for office and appointment hours. Mercy telehealth visits are simple, convenient, and can be utilized by anyone who has access to a smartphone, tablet, or computer. Our Mercy representatives are ready and happy to assist you. So whether you are in need of urgent care for minor illnesses and injuries, or would like a one-on-one with a Mercy primary care physician, Mercy is here for you. Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital telehealth appointments. Learn more at cantonmercy.org/telehealth. That's cantonmercy.org/telehealth. Online appointments are considered medical services and will be billed to your insurance. Copays and deductibles apply.
Hundreds of new items have arrived at the Half Off and Out Buy store in Louisville. How about over 700 watches to choose from? All readers and sunglasses are reduced to $1.69 each. Values to $20 and above. memory foam pillows, canning supplies, lawn mowers, massage chairs, and lots of new toys, Lasco box fans, Utz chips, coffee K-cups, 4 for 99 cents, and many varieties. The Half Off and Hot Buy store in Louisville, next to the Medicine Center Pharmacy, and see us on Facebook. Everyone has been tuned in to where to get their COVID vaccine. We've been proud to serve the community in this process. The Medicine Center offers many other vaccines like shingles, influenza, pneumonia, Tdap, meningitis, MMR, hepatitis A and B, and travel vaccines. Do you need a vaccine? Give us a call at the pharmacy or visit our website at medshoprx.com to schedule your appointment. Medicine Center Pharmacies in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia, where wellness begins.
We'd like to remind our listeners that our program is available on our podcast. Use your favorite podcast app and go to the App Store and look for Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy, and we'd appreciate if you'd subscribe.
You're listening to News Talk 1480 WHBC and Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Now here's your host, Paul White.
Welcome back to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Brad and I are with Jennifer Anderson and Mike Polson from Louisville YMCA. So I understand the Y is focusing on chronic disease prevention and management. Mike, can you talk more about this?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a couple programs that are either evidence-based or evidence-informed from the Y of the USA that they've put out, and they train our staff. They go through a specialized training to make sure that they can uphold the program appropriately. And we have a few that we are bringing back. One is Delay the Disease. That one focuses on those who are suffering from Parkinson's. And the objective of the program is to promote a happier lifestyle. They improve mobility, fitness, and just uphold that feeling of optimism through that. And the overall objective after someone goes through Delay the Disease is to decrease the rate in which they fall and then help those individuals combat fatigue. Great program, and very much in the spirit of the YMCA. It's one of those programs that is based on community, and that's going to come up a lot when I talk about these programs. It's more than just an instructor sitting in front of a class telling them, okay, here's the science, you need to go do this and that, here's the workout. It's the support that comes with that sense of community. People around the table sharing their experiences, sharing their troubles, sharing their frustrations, and knowing that they're not alone while they're going through something like this. Another wonderful program that we've ran and we'd like to bring back is Live Strong. It's a 12-week-long program focused on those who have been diagnosed with cancer or are cancer survivors. And our instructors for that are trained on cancer survivorship and specialized custom exercises for those in the program. And that is just another wonderful program to help those afflicted with it. And then, of course, we also have our personal training program, which isn't so much, it's more of a general thing, our personal training program, but we do work with lots of individuals who do have very unique situations. I'm not going to divulge into one of my clients to protect her just kind of her confidentiality, but I work with a client who has a rare muscle wasting condition, and through working with me, she has seen great progress. She's had physicians tell her that there's really nothing you can do about it, but she has actually defied the odds and gotten stronger and has progressed. And that just goes to show how our services here can be part of that healthcare continuum.
Interesting. So with the chronic disease prevention focus, the YMCA has been part of the healthcare continuum, really. What other programs are available?
Yeah, we have a weight loss program, which, I don't have to tell you guys in the health field how important weight loss is for preventing chronic diseases. And we have our weight loss program that's actually going to start in Louisville next week. I believe theirs is going to be Mondays at 6 p.m. The cost is only $45 for 12 weeks. It is incredible. It's an hour long. You're in a small group of no more than 15 individuals, and in there, people are sharing their struggles with weight loss. It's not just focused on the eating and the exercise portion. I know that is very important, but there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle people overlook, such as sleep, stress, environmental factors that are conflicting with their ability to make behavior change, and even your economic situation at home. So we address all those things to help individuals meet their weight loss needs.
So you mentioned weight loss, and we know that childhood obesity is also a nationwide epidemic. How's the Y addressing that in our community?
Yes, I think we are doing actually very, very well with that. Childhood obesity is just rapidly growing. 1 in 5 children in the U.S. are considered overweight. In the state of Ohio, 18% of kids are overweight. So we are particularly in that danger zone. We have lots of programs, like Jen mentioned, our youth sports programs. But what do we do to reach those kids who just aren't into sports? I get it. I was, believe it or not, one of those kids. I couldn't stand sports. I could have taken 2 art classes instead of going to gym class if I could when I was a kid. But we have a program called Kid Fit that we're going to roll out in the Louisville YMCA soon. We've piloted it at the Jackson Township YMCA and the Canal Fulton YMCA. And we found that just filled up like crazy. And we do activities based in play. I have a certification in youth conditioning. And one thing that I've learned from that is children don't want to be given a bunch of monotonous drills to do all the time. They want to have fun. And we can make fitness fun, so that's something that they latch onto for the rest of their lives, and hopefully improve their lives for the better. And I think the biggest takeaway with the program too is how we can scholarship children and families who cannot afford programs at other places. I'm not going to mention our competitors' names, but there are some, fancy fitness conditioning places geared towards children in the area. And we've seen a lot of people come to our programs because our instructors are just as qualified, and we can meet them where they are financially and get them in there and give them the care that the kids need.
Excellent. Excellent. Can you tell us about, so you told us about the weight loss program at the Y. We've got about 2 minutes before the news. How about you tell us about your arthritis grant the Y got? That's very impressive, from the Arthritis Foundation.
Yeah, that is something we're really excited about, because it's called Walk with Ease. And the program, it's very simple and you can implement it virtually anywhere. Walk with Ease is obviously a walking program for those who are suffering with arthritis. And the objectives are to improve balance and strength, and improve the arthritis symptoms, increase their strength, increase your walking pace, and then improve your confidence in managing the symptoms of arthritis. And we train an instructor, with the Y of the USA training. They take them on these walks. They answer any questions they have. There is an educational component that's different every week. And a lot of that is based on that sense of community too. So going back to that, getting a group of people together, making those friends. Maybe this spirals into, ooh, I love doing this once a week. Maybe we exchange numbers and we come multiple times in the park together and do this. And the nice thing is this is a very portable program. We can do this in shopping malls. We can do it indoor tracks. It doesn't necessarily have to be outdoors.
Very good.
I guess it's break time, huh, Brad?
Yep.
Bottom of the hour, time for the news. Thanks for listening today to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Another reminder that you're listening to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. I am your host and pharmacist, Paul White. Just a quick reminder that Janssen's COVID vaccine is available for immunization at all of our Medicine Center pharmacies. We have a fair amount of it, and we'd love to use it before expiration date. So let's get back to this morning's show.
Okay. For the average adult community member just looking to work out or get healthier, how do they start and what is available?
Yeah, So if you're coming into the YMCA and you're right off the street, you're a health seeker, wanting to come in and just get generally healthy, we have a lot of options for you. I highly recommend getting what's called a jump start. And that is where one of our jump start coaches would take you through the facility, show you how to use all the equipment. They sit down with you and have a one-on-one and go through things like, what are your barriers to behavior change? What are some things that worked well for you in the past? And really uncover that self-efficacy that all of us have within ourselves. Sometimes it just takes a coach to help you realize, oh, wait, maybe there is something here for me that I can start off with, and that'll help me build my confidence. And we also have a lot of free group exercise classes too that are included with your membership that will help you get started, from the very, very easy programs to the more advanced. But regardless of what your ability is, all our programs, we have that value of inclusivity. So our instructors can, meet you where you're at, regardless of the intensity of the program.
Interesting. So Jennifer, how did COVID-19 pandemic affect the Louisville YMCA?
It was a big change. We got shut down March 16th, 2020. When we got shut down, we had 6,000 members here at Louisville, 8 full-time staff and about 100 part-time staff. We were shut down for 11 weeks. We have reorganized our staffing model. So we have about 70 part-time staff now, and then we have about 4,700 members. So we're about 72% of our original base membership. Interestingly enough, our daily traffic, the people who are coming to the Y, is closer to 85% for the day. So, more people are using the Y. So that's been great. One benefit of the COVID-19 pandemic has been being able to spread our talent across the county to each branch. So I'll use Mike as an example. Pre-COVID, Mike was strictly serving in Jackson Township, but now he serves Louisville as well. And it's clear that it's brought a deeper level of chronic disease management and those sort of health initiatives to our community, where before we didn't necessarily have that local expert level. So, it's financially, the Y is in a great space. The forefathers of this organization made some really great choices that quite frankly carried us through the pandemic. I'm proud to serve this organization, and it will continue to be here for another 50 years.
How about longer?
I would hope so.
Okay. So what about improvements on the facility? Is there anything planned for this year?
Yeah, we're planning on, some regular improvements. Our parking lot, it was replaced in 2018, but now you can't see the lines anymore. So we're, doing that this summer. We recently added an entire new weight system in our weight area. We got a new leg press in our weight room, 3 new treadmills, and 2 new recumbent bikes just arrived this week. This summer, we're planning on working on our gym space a little bit and converting that, redoing our gym floor, and then updating our hospitality area. A big thing that recently also happened was opening our youth room. Having that space for our kids after school has been a huge one.
Does the YMCA work with the high school in any way, or the elementary schools at all?
Oh, yeah. So for our high schoolers, we do a lot with their athletic team. So if an athletic coach would like a conditioning program, we work with that coach and do that. They do a lot of off-season training here. We host the middle school wrestling team here. The cross-country team comes for their water day, and then the swim team. This is their home pool. For the elementary school, we partner with them for before and after school care. So we go into the school. If parents can drop off their kids at 6:30 in the morning at their respective school, we'll take care of them until school starts. And then after school, they stay and we take care of them until 6:30 p.m. The great thing about that is, it's available for anyone. So because of our financial assistance program, we can make sure that every kid who doesn't have to go home alone after school.
So family activities,
Yeah.
as a group, what do we do at the Y?
Well, in terms of programming, we have like Sunday fun days. So families come in, we might have the obstacle course set up, or we might bring in someone like Mike to do a kid fit program with the whole family so they can work out together. You know, one big thing is back to like senior isolation. There's also stay-at-home parent isolation. So they can come in and utilize our child watch program and work out together. That's, you know, up to 2 hours a day. You know, have some time with other adults. You know, we see a lot of work at home moms that actually use our lobby now. And then, you know, there's open swim almost every afternoon and on the weekends that we have families in together. I love seeing the Y being part of a family's activity, and it provides a space outside of a screen and a movie. They come in here together and get fit. It's a wonderful place.
You know, I got to ask this question before, you know, we're getting a little tight on time. We're okay for here, but I got to ask this question about it. In the 1900s, okay, the YMCA's were sort of like hotels, if you will, around the country. And I believe at one time there was a Y along the railroad tracks in Canton in downtown. And I think the building might still be there. I'm not sure. But it was a huge building, and you know, trains at that time weren't like airplanes. You had to come and stay here, and next morning take the train out and all that sort of thing. So I don't think the YMCA's today are typically a residence at all. Is that true?
There's a couple left throughout the county. It's you know, that's one nice thing about the Y. It's been really adaptable to the needs of the community and the time that it's serving. So you are true. There was a Y in downtown Canton that served on the railroad. There was also residents in the Y on 3rd Street up until the early 2000s. They hosted residents there until they renovated that building. But yeah, it was part of our mission, and some Ys still do it. Here in Stark County, we don't have housing anymore.
I was a member of the Y when I was in my youth, and that Y in downtown Canton had bowling alleys in the basement. You know, we got on Saturdays and bowl, and the swimming. The pool was nice. I mean, it was kind of a shame they didn't put a pool in that new one.
Oh, there's a pool in the new one.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Was that added or was that?
No, it's part of the original. It's a warmer water pool. It's 3 lanes, and then it has significant space for youth swim lessons as well.
I guess I thought that I don't know why I missed that. I guess I thought that wasn't built with a pool.
Yeah.
So neat. Guess I'll have to go. I'll have to go down there and see what's going on. Okay. Go ahead, Brad.
All right. So, as one of the largest nonprofits in Louisville, what are some of the ways community members can get involved and serve?
There's a myriad of ways. You know, we do have a advisory board that is made up of community leaders that really speak for the community and help us serve what the needs are of Louisville. You know, it's the Wise and Adaptable organization that wants to not only help you be physically fit, but mentally fit and spiritually strong. So we rely on our community to help us identify what that is and connect our staff with ways that we can do that. You know, we also, our youth sports program, it's one of the largest youth programs here in Louisville and feeds our top athletes. Most of our top athletes, if you stop them, they'll say, oh yeah, I started at the Y in T-ball, or I did flag football in the Y as a kindergartner. And we rely on our youth sports coaches are all volunteer. It's amazing when you go out there on a Saturday morning, you know, 300-400 kids on the side yard of the Y with volunteer coaches really leading that effort. We also, you know, run a couple fundraisers through the year and count on volunteers there, but we can connect you with pretty much anything that you would want to serve here.
I remember youth soccer when I was a kid. I was YMCA in North Canton. So it's interesting when you talk about those things and how that works. So that's pretty cool.
Everybody's got a Y story.
Yeah. How many staff members are on staff in Louisville?
So right now we're sharing 9 regional staff members. The aquatics director is based solely out of Louisville. Everyone else is shared between some of our other sister Ys here in the county. And I have about 60, well, actually 70, because we're in the summer, so I have a lot of summer day camp staff, but about 70 part-time staff that work anywhere from like 5 hours a week all the way up until about 40 hours a week part-time.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yep.
people. So that's
Well,
pretty
time to
impressive.
take a break, I would say. Our final break. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You are listening to Health Matters at the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Welcome back to Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. I'm your pharmacist, Paul White. I want to give another shout out for Studio Arts and Glass Art in the Garden Unique Art Show and Sale, which is June 11 and 12, Friday and Saturday this weekend. And I was up there last night reviewing some of the things that they're going to have at the sale. And it's just terrific. Wendy and Bob Joliet put this show on every year. And food and beverages available, unique jewelry, metal sculptures, handmade glass and pottery, glass globes and hummingbird feeders, and many, many more. This is a very interesting store, and this is a very interesting show. So I hope you'll find time to attend. Go ahead, Brad.
All right. So how about you talk about some special events you have coming up here in our beautiful summer that we finally have?
Well, I'll mention one that's at our sister Y. The North Canton 4th of July race is coming back this year. And although, it is in North Canton, it is a community icon event. They normally get about 3,000 runners, and it is a huge, just great way to celebrate being back to normal and, being able to come out and run and walk and just be part of something big. It's actually being held on July 3rd this year because we are the Y. We like to avoid Sundays as much as possible. So it's the registration is open. The website for that is july4race.com. And that race does support the North Canton Y, back to the financial assistance program and other things that we offer that does directly support that Y. So it's a great event. Mike and I volunteer each year. Mike, are you running?
Maybe handing out water. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not running either. I'll be handing out water too.
I'll take your place handing out the water.
Yeah,
then you'll be able to run.
I don't know.
Okay.
Locally here at our Y, our signature event every year is, it was the snowflake auction. We weren't sure, how people would feel about coming into a large sit-down dinner in December. So we are planning it this year for October. It's going to be October 16th. The Medicine Center Pharmacy has been a great support of that event in the years past. So thank you for that, as well as many, many other organizations here in Louisville. But that event is going to be in person. We are going to hold it at Varian Orchards this year. It will be an indoor-outdoor event, so to help with airflow. And we're really, really excited to bring it back. We're going to have a live auction, hopefully about 19 items, and a silent auction, being able to offer about 300 items. The silent auction will be online for those who can't attend the event and won't feel comfortable, but we're beyond excited to have that event back. It's a really nice community building event where we can, everyone can support the Y in little and big ways.
Do you have a date on that?
Up October 16th.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. There is not an Ohio State game that day, in case that's a deal breaker.
It's always a problem. Always a problem.
Yep.
So I'm looking at your website, and you have an impressive list of events and things going on for a wide variety of people. Some things that actually surprised me. Would you mind kind of walking through a typical day of how you meet the needs of a variety of passions for different individuals?
Sure. I mean, the one thing I love about the Y is if you come in at 5 a.m., the Y is a different experience than walking in at 7 p.m. At 5 a.m., nobody really seems to talk much to each other at 5 a.m. They're here just to get something done.
Probably still in bed.
Yeah. But I do have to point out on our group exercise schedule at 5:30 in the morning, we have a boot camp with Mark, and Mark is it is a very intense boot camp. If you're looking for an intense workout, Mark gives it to you, but he does it in a very community building way. But that group this time of the year will go outside, and it's a strong workout to get your day started. So,
that sort of sounds like the time in the basic training in the Army where we got up and it was brutal the first hour of the morning, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Eat your breakfast in 5 minutes or 10, and outside push-ups and running and all that kind of. Is that what you guys do?
Well, I hate to say it, Mark is an active reservist. So
okay.
It is 100% a boot camp. It's an intense workout.
All right. That's tough.
Yeah, I know Mike has experience with Mark as well, but people love Mark and they love that class.
Well, I was
and later on we go into the somewhere around 8 o'clock, it starts really being really senior focused heavy. There's a lot of seniors that come in at a time. Our water exercise classes are really full of our, mostly women, some men in our water exercise classes. They do a lot of talking in those classes, and
there's an issue I would like to throw in here. I don't know if you have an answer, but there's a skating rink over there across the street from you guys or close to you guys, and I know the school bought it. Is anything going to happen with that with the Y or?
So we are, I'm not quite sure what their plans are in it. I'm aware that the wrestling team might be one that would go in there. And we have really close ties with the wrestling team right now, with the middle school wrestling team in here. We have a great relationship with that program. So I'm sure that there'll be some sort of partnership moving forward with that. We would love to be, we would love to partner with anybody here in the community and would be open to it if the opportunity presents itself.
Well, it's fairly close to the Y, isn't it? I can't.
It's on the other side of the middle school. So it's on 44 and then the middle school is in between us and then us.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
It's
have
quite a campus.
they done any remodeling on that thing or?
I don't think so. I think they were still working on their funding stream with that.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be neat if it was tied to the Y and add that to the.
It would be amazing. I love our proximity and anything we can do to partner with the schools over here, or the library for that matter. Once we do a lot with the library right now, they support our summer day camp. They come over and they read to us and they do some initiatives. It's a great partnership working with our local communities, organizations that are serving here with us.
We're getting kind of tight on time here. Go ahead, Brad. I think.
Well, I'd be remiss if I wouldn't mention that we have an amazing staff member who also teaches Zumba at the Y. So, Daria does a wonderful job of floating in the morning and being all smiles. And it's clear that it's part of her efforts that she picks up from the YMCA. So, what about, I'm looking at your site and I'm amazed at the variety. And I guess sometimes you don't realize what's in your own backyard, from yoga to cycling to kids clubs. I mean, any final words you'd like to give to our listeners in the community that maybe if they haven't given the Y a look recently, some reasons why they ought to take a look? And I'm sure you can come down and get a tour, right? Oh yeah. You can come down and get a tour anytime. You can come in and try a workout with us, and really, I think Mike can speak a little bit to this, but it really is a place to start and it's a place to end. It is, if you want that 5:30 a.m. really hard workout, we can do that for you.
Yeah, right.
Not even sure where to start, we can do that for you.
You'd have to have breakfast to get me there. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it is a as you mentioned with our group exercise schedule, those are all included. They're not extra. You can just show up and try it and be part of us. And we love our community members and want to serve in any way we can.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're about out of time. So thank you very much, Jennifer, and Executive Director of Louisville YMCA, and Mike Polson, Director of Specialized Exercise and Personal Training at the Louisville YMCA. We'd like to remind our listeners, if you suspect you have a medical issue, please contact your healthcare provider. Thanks to Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, Studio Arts and Glass, and of course, our technical producer, J.D. Angeles, as always. We thank you, listeners, for joining us on Health Matters with the Medicine Center Pharmacy. Have a healthy week, and we'll see you right here next Friday on News Talk 1480 WHBC. Thank you very much.